Welcome back to Great Day Washington. Well, quarantine calls for a lot of lounging, a lot of downtime, which is a very easy excuse for some bad hair days. But to make sure that doesn't happen, I talked to natural hair influencer, Dr. Isfahan Chamber-Harris, about how to use this time to make your hair stronger and healthier. Dr. Isfahan, thank you for joining us here on Great Day Washington.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is a time when we are all kind of letting ourselves go because you're not really seeing many people. What are some of the tips that you have for people to at least maintain their hair health during this period of time?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. So, what I always like to say is that before you even think about products to use, you really have to think about your body health. So, my first tip has nothing to do with products, even though we create products, but it has nothing to do with that. It basically is to keep your body healthy, because if your body is healthy, then your hair will be healthy. So just eating lots of green leafy vegetables, fruits, some lean meats, as well as water. You need to drink half your weight in ounces each day.
So something else you are an expert at is your scalp health.
Yes.
That's a major part of how your hair looks as well, as the scalp is so important. How do we take care of our scalp?
Absolutely. So what I always say is that you really need to start off with a very clean scalp. A lot of times I know, particularly people that have textured hair, or even if your hair is of a straighter hair type, you can have oils that accumulate on your scalp, and it's called sebum. It's the natural oils that your scalp produces, as well as the products can inundate the scalp and then block the follicle, and that will lead to unhealthy hair. So you really, really need to start off with a healthy, clean scalp. I like to recommend that you use a shampoo that is sulfate free, and also that has great ingredients such as avocado oil and just great humectants like honey and things like that. So you're not only cleaning your hair and scalp, you're also moisturizing it.
Okay, that's good. Can you also over shampoo at some point? Do you have to let the natural oils be on your scalp too?
Yes, you're so right. So I always recommend that you shampoo at least once a week. So once every 7 days. If you can stretch it that long, particularly for straighter hair types, you might need to do it maybe twice a week. For someone that has a drier hair type like mine, which is more of a coilier hair texture, I recommend once a week.
I just saw someone on Instagram post, "This is the first time I've washed my hair in 8 days."
Right.
Like,
See?
that's what the quarantine is doing to us. Do you
Right.
have overall 3 tips for people to keep in mind at this time while we are spending so much more time inside?
Yeah, so I would say the first tip, like I talked about before, is just eating a healthy diet. And then my second tip is, pamper your hair. So you have this time where you're not having to go into work every day and travel, hours in your car or on transit. So definitely use an oil. We have an oil in my line. My line is called Alodia Hair Care. I would recommend our Nourish and Grow Healthy Hair and Scalp Oil. You use it before you shampoo as a pre-shampoo treatment, and this will help to nourish as well as strengthen the hair strands. And then also I recommend using a mask, a deep conditioning mask, maybe once every month or twice a month. And this will also help to nourish and pamper those strands. And then the third tip would be to, wear your hair in an updo or up styles, keeping those old ends, which are the oldest part of your hair, are your ends, kind of up and tucked away so that they're not getting frayed and brittle and broken. So those would be my 3 tips.
We have the time to be taking care of our hair right now, so
Yes.
we might as well do it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for all of the tips and for joining us today as well.
Thank you so much.
That's right. No excuses, right?